Okay, I need to fix this real quick. Give me like 2 seconds. I don't remember how I have this counter set up at all. That is not how I reset it. Hold on. Settings, reset. Let's just change that. Oh, there we go. Okie dokie. I need to double check this real quick. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've been alive. And yes, I said alive, not live. But same thing, really. Where is Wimpod in the Pokedex? Hello, hi. Y'all were going crazy. Is it a bit hard? I can buff the volume. I have been messing with stuff. Is that better? I genuinely don't know. How is the game volume? It doesn't have volume at all. Does it? Why? It's not. Is it just that quiet? Interesting. Okay, is the game even playing audio? Because for me, it's not showing audio. Advanced properties. No, I just need properties, really. What are you capturing from? That should be where you're getting your audio from. I'm confused. Why is it not playing audio? Okay, you hear me clicking. Where are my earbuds? I can probably diagnose the issue a lot better if I actually listen. Okay, I'm gonna test this real quick. Why is it so quiet? Oh my gosh, what the? Do I have to be talking right into the mic? Okay, this is stupid. Is there like some kind of automatic noise suppression crap going on? I don't know. Okay. Users. Okay. Okay. Is it too loud? I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh, wait, that's my fault. Oopsies. This is eerie. I don't like this. 0. Okay. Okay, game settings. Surely I didn't. Yeah, the game is displaying audio. What if I just reset the switch? Shine hunting for a Destiny Mark Sylveon? Nice. Oh. Are we getting audio? I think we're getting audio. Okay. Okay, next issue is figuring out audio. Why does this just mess itself up? Okay, I need to find out why it's acting up. What is this deal? I literally changed nothing. I don't know why it's being goofy. Hold on. Okay, so I'm getting you out of the equation, so you can't possibly be what's messing it up. Gone. With your crappy audio. I'm about to spend like a whole hour just trying to figure out how to do this. Okay, what if I lower this? Okay, that's a bit too low, maybe. Why does the game sound weird? Is it just because I'm in a cave? I wanna see if it was just the cave sound. Okay, that's just the cave sounds. I was like, why does it sound distorted or something? That's just how it sounds in the cave, okay. Okay, so then the next issue is this. Does this sound fine? Because I hear myself over it right now when I talk. Quiet? It sounds fine to me. I guess I do also have everything turned up to max volume. Why does it do that? See, I hate this. This genuinely makes me so mad when it does this stuff. Because it's fine for me, so I don't know why when it outputs it doesn't work. Like on my end, everything shows fine. Like it works for me, it shows fine for me. I hear everything perfect. So then why is it output output everything in such terrible ways? I'm gonna crash out over this. This is what I get for not existing. Okay, how did... all the way up? That's crazy. It should not be like that. Okay, how do I fix this then? Because it, again, it shows perfectly fine for me, so I don't know what I need to do. Wait. Oh. Okay. If this is any better... I'm gonna be a bit mad if this is what the issue was. Because then I'm... okay, so for some reason it had my audio turned all the way down. And, like, I don't know why. I did not change that. That was some automatic thing. So is it fine now? Does this work? Is it all good? Okay, so found the issue. Great. Now we can start hunting Wimpod. Except I don't know how well hunting Wimpod's gonna go. Finally, 10 minutes later, I'm doing the first encounter. That's crazy. Why am I getting a notification? for what? Okay, so is everything fine? Just like quintuple checking right now that everything is working fine. Okay, good. Good. Everything should be right then. I did. You know what it might have been? I don't think I changed it, but there's a small chance I might have, because I was doing some hunting with like a weird setup last night. So I would not be surprised at all if it like messed with my settings automatically. Or if I somehow tweaked it for some reason. I don't know. Anyways, I don't have the second switch set up because I didn't feel like doing that. So, enjoy. I'm going to be doing the knockouts. It wasn't really hunting. I mean, it was a hunt that's never going to really be like its own thing. Because... Ooh, brilliant. Come here. But, yeah, it was that, and I was doing the Chien-Pao raids. It was also, like, a ridiculous time. So, like, I still recorded it in case something happened, but it was mostly just there to kill time. I don't know who all is familiar with okay, Choodle. Battle Revolution, but the costumes in that game can be shiny. So I was doing a bit of hunting to see if I could get a shiny costume. Ah, yes, right. I need to make sure I do all that for this hunt. Okay, I'm gonna need at least one person out of the kindness of their heart to keep double track, I guess. Because I just know I'm gonna mess up tracking encounters. So I would totally appreciate if someone were fact checking every single one to make sure I did in fact increment the encounter. Specifically, the one thing I'm just concerned about is if I run away from it out of instinct, then let me know I did that so I don't get confused. Okay, that one ran from me. Imagine if it had like a Safari Zone type deal where it had like a 1 in whatever the odds are for that, but like a chance of it to just flee from I can't speak. Flee from battle. Oh yeah, thoughts on John Clarinet? I need to see if I can center the number at some point, because the way it works now is like where the 6 is, it's not centered at all in that area, but as I add more numbers, it will spread out to fill the space. I wish there was a way to just center it. Also, I have a little friend to show off. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but this thing took like 15,000 Masuda Shiny Charm eggs in Pokemon Moon. As you can see, came from Pokemon Moon. It doesn't actually say Moon, but came from Alola. Pretty cool. Anyways, what is this thing called a channel been up to when I have just been away? Because I swear I literally like fell asleep at like 107, and then when I woke up I was at like 118. I'm like, what? Who is doing what? I'm happy with it though. I'm not counting you, Dwebble. You do not count. Seriously, I don't think Dwebble knows how to count. And if it does, guess again. It doesn't. It's just tricking you. If your Dwebble knows how to count, then that's not a Dwebble. You have? Wow. I think a lot of people have. Or at least, yeah, I guess so. Like, they find one and then go back to the others. Because some of my older stuff is, like, getting a bit. Not a lot, because, to be fair, like, what was the first and second and third? Like, what was I on making those videos? The layout for the first one is hilarious. It's just 20 different things on screen. It's like, good luck keeping up. Because I'm sure not. Shiny hunting. Nice. Been replaying Mario Rabbids. I've never played that. I've seen it. And I wanted to get it. Or at least the first one. Because I think they made a second now. I wanted to get the first one. Never really did. And honestly, I'm not too disappointed because, like, I haven't really been like, oh man, I wish I got that. Like, I'm indifferent to it. I think I watched enough content on it to where I'm happy with what I've seen. I love how back-to-back hunts are about to be a bug type that has a shiny, including the color red. You're forcing Sylveon outbreaks on your birthday, so it'll give you Destiny Mark. Nice. Is it your birthday today? Or are you just setting the in-game date to your birthday? These things are so annoying to... Don't... Ah. I need more to... No, it will be in a month though? Okay. I'll probably be doing something with the Destiny marks. I don't even know if mine is registered. I don't think I did that during my playthrough. So I might have to go through and register that. A month tomorrow exactly. Nice. Okay. These things are so hard to encounter. On top of even having one show up, like, they run pretty quick. And the bike mechanics in this game, like, they just make it 1,000 times harder. You can't really, like, change your momentum. Once you go, you go. Just chilling, playing Sword. Nice. See what? I'm confused. Tower of Water glitched out. Oh, get over here. Dang it. Where is the Tower of Water? Oh. Hold on, did it really? I'm gonna double check that now. Oh, that's why it was so eerie for me. I was like, where's the game audio? I forgot I didn't have my speaker turned on. Red Lobster. What is this obsession with Red Lobster? I don't think I bumped the counter for that one. I did not. Oopsies. I've been ignoring my duties. Oh, my back hurts. We have the same bike costume. Nice. Why does the bike take so long to recharge? Like, that is the reason I've missed half of these Wimpod. I just can't catch up to them in time. And it's not like the Sun and Moon ones where you can just save in front of their path and they will take the same line. Why is it so fast? It's a great question. Watch, I just sat there and used it, and yep, I'm about to lose one. I don't even know where he went. I need to just not use my boost until I see a Wimpod. It's like the only way this is gonna work. I don't like the camera controls in this game. Why not just hunt for that Glycopod? I wanted to hunt Wimpod. I don't know. I feel like Wimpod is kind of cool. I mean, I'm gonna be hunting both of I can't speak. I'm gonna be hunting both anyways, so I wanted to see if perhaps I could get the Wimpod. Does this thing respawn, or is this a one-time thing? I don't think it'll respawn because it's been there every time. Oh well. Why are we saying Red Lobster? I'm so confused. I mean, yes, red. It's not really a lobster. It's like... I didn't... Oh my gosh. I was gonna see about setting up an auto counter for this, so I didn't have to worry about anything. Just whenever it shows the Wimpod appeared, it would count it. Also Red Lobster? Not really, but I mean... Sure. Globster. I need to see if standing still does anything. Wait, is it more efficient to try to sneak up on them? Like, hold on. Well, you can't really sneak in this area. You can tiptoe. But I don't know if tiptoeing does anything. I think you have to be like in the grass for it to actually count as sneaking. It's like the Dex Nav. Yeah, that doesn't work. Can I like bring up the pause menu or whatever to stop them from running? I'm just trying to think of ways to actually make this hunt more bearable. Another reason I'm doing KOs is just hopefully I can just get the shiny that way with the method actually boosting. Like this guy. Not shiny, but there's a potential for it. In reality, it probably would have just been smarter to like go to the Lake of Outrage or whatever and hunt Golisopod, and then just Masuda method for Wimpod. But I'm basic. I like Masuda. Not Masuda. Wrong. Why'd I say that? I like encounters. That's what I meant to say. Slightly. I know 5K. Oh. It kind of stops them. I don't know if it actually stops it. Or if it just stops it in place, but keeps it running. Because it's only really useful if it's gonna stop it from running. Okay, that one was technically despawned, so maybe that works. I don't know. I noticed that. And I'm very proud of it. I was looking forward to using Bulldoze, and then I forgot bug types resist ground. There's something in my throat. I'm just trying to pause. Yeah, that's what I figured it did, which sucks. Sweet. So that means I just have to save my boost and make sure I, like, straight shot right into it. What is that emoji? The world may never know. Looks like some guy like poking his head through a bush or something. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that would work so well. I just wasn't prepared. I didn't think that would be right there. But that works because of how Sword and Shield does spawns. I just need to actually be prepared for a Wimpod to spawn right behind me. Why would you do that to me, Choodle? I refuse to do the Diglets right now. Because, like, when I actually go to do it, I'm going to follow a guide. But, like, I get absolutely thrown off by guides if I do anything early. Because then I always end up missing some. It's like, well, am I missing some because I thought I got certain ones? Or am I missing some because I missed part of the guide? Like, you know, it always throws me off when I collect stuff early, so I'm just gonna wait. I don't need the rewards or anything, so I'm fine. Oh, that one just let me run into it. You're also shiny hunting Wimpod. Nice. Oh, I should not be moving. That's issue number 1. What happens when you boil a flame bone? It becomes a laughing stock. Okay. That's insane. I'm curious to see. I mean, I feel like knocking out is probably gonna end up being worth it in the long run. Oh my gosh, that was unfair. He was already up against the wall. Yeah, I feel like knocking them out is gonna be more effective over time because I'm already not seeing a lot of them. So might as well just chip away at getting higher shiny odds on the brilliant ones. Because clearly I'm struggling to even encounter the ones I'm battling. Screw you, Dreadnought. You do have an urgent question that must be addressed at this matter as of now, please. Okay. Fancy a chalice of tea? What? This is not Cuphead. Boom. What if Wimpod just like exploded? Have we ever thought about that? What if Wimpod just exploded? These chests? Is that supposed to say cheat, or do you mean these chests? Oh, I think it's about time to bring out the next member of the squad. Because I honestly don't think John Clarinet can keep doing stuff. I don't know if I mentioned why John Clarinet is John Clarinet. Basically, one day in band, we were talking about something, and someone was like, who here knows who the first person was to use clarinet in their music? And my friend just confidently said out loud, John Clarinet. It wasn't right, but John Clarinet. And I was playing through the DLC at the time, so I was like, yeah, why not? You meant to say Choodle? Oh. Okay. You particularly find yourself at all of the flamboyant style of complex art of someone doing a stylist move addressed as a flip. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe question mark? I have Body Slam, but is Body Slam worth using? I'll come back to it because we want to see John Clarinet later, right? You know, we got to keep him around. We'll bring out the next member. Next member is Airbag. Context for the name Airbag. One of my playthroughs of Scarlet and Violet, I just named my team members after different parts of a car. So there was Wheel, which is Meryl, but then I ended up having like Door, which was a Breloom. I had Brake Lights, which was Ceruledge. I had Airbag, which was Altaria. I think there was another one. I just don't remember what it was. Translator, do you think flips are cool? Perhaps. I'm still not quite sure what that is. I'm sure if I like looked at it, I would be able to actually know what I'm referring to. You only have a Phalanx in your party? That's crazy. A backflip? Oh. I mean, I can't do backflips, but like, I'd like to do a backflip. I thought that was like referring to something, like a term. I didn't think it was like actually flipping. Phalanx is your favorite Gen 8 Pokemon? Nice. I'm not sure what my actual favorite Gen 8 Pokemon is. Because, like, it feels wrong to consider Hisuian Pokemon Gen 8. They are, but, like, I don't know. My brain doesn't like to see them as that. So, like, to me, that restricts it to Sword and Shield. But, like, I don't know. I don't think about the Sword and Shield. Surprisingly, I don't think about them enough to really have a favorite. Which is crazy. These were my first games. You'd think I would have opinions on the Pokemon in them. Galarian Zigzagoon is like the closest I think right now, but like that isn't really a Gen 8 Pokemon. That's just a form. Like, they're Pokemon in this game. I just don't know which one is necessarily my favorite. I'd have to sit down and do like a favorite Pokemon stuff one day just to pick all my favorites. Don't run. That's wrong. Do you like the smell of juice and the taste of Red Lobster? I don't know. Appleton. I forgot. I really love Flapple. Flapple is one of my favorites from this generation. I don't know if it's necessarily my overall favorite, but it's one of my favorites. Hold on, can't I just like find a list of all the Gen 8 Pokemon like right now? I'm gonna do that real quick. Let's see. Sword and Shield. Generation preferably 8. Let's see. Okay, well, I don't really want to count regional variants because that feels like cheating. I don't really want to count like Gigantamax forms because again, that feels like cheating. I want to pick something like wholly original. I like Frostmoth. Let's see, Frostmoth, Flapple. What else do I like? Galarian Darumaka is cute. Corsola though. Galarian Corsola is like one of my favorite Pokemon from this game. I don't know, if I had to be original, then I'd probably say like Frostmoth. But if I can pick anything like regional variants, I'd probably say Galarian Corsola. Prefer Blue Lobster? Oh no. Someday I'll have to shiny hunt. Galarian Corsola. And also, I guess, Cursula. Also, something weird that, like, I noticed in TCG is, like, when the regional variants get an evolution, and that evolution gets a card, so, like, Obstagoon and Cursula, like, the card says Galarian Obstagoon and Galarian Cursula, which implies the existence of a Hoenn Obstagoon and Johto Cursula. So, like, are they gonna go in and make that? And, like, I was so optimistic about the idea of them actually adding, like, some kind of Hoenn form of Obstagoon. I was like, oh, that'd be so cool. And instead of having to evolve it at night, you can evolve it at day. That'd be so cool. And, like, for Cursor, instead of it being depressed and dead, it could be happy and alive. And maybe have, like, tiny fish swimming around or something. Because, you know, it's a coral reef that's actually lived in and has grown. A rock lobster? What? Why are we... What is the lobster theme? I'm confused. I have yet to actually talk or do anything lobster related. The Clauncher hunt is not happening. For a while at least. No, it's not. What? It's like a horseshoe crab or something. Something like that. I don't know if that's actually what it is. It looks like one though, so that's what I'm calling it. Oh, fond memories with this evolution line. So, I've mentioned this before. I like Sun and Moon. Crazy. They're one of my... It's actually my second favorite generation. And... Well, second favorite games. 7th generation is my second favorite. Anyways... I have fond memories of them, and I remember during the Sun and Moon TCG era, I pulled the Golisopod GX, which I have somewhere. I just haven't found it. I remember getting 2 Wimpod cards just so I could use it in the actual card game. It always confused me because at the time, it was like we had the Sun and Moon card set, but Sword and Shield were the current games. It was like that weird in-between phase between the new games coming out and the new sets coming out. So I was like, I'm confused. Why is this Pokemon a grass type? Because in the game it was water bug, so I'm like, why is it a grass type? Because at the time I didn't know the TCG does not have the same types. And then, like, when the fairy type was added, they were like, yeah, TCG has fairy types now. Okay, we're taking away the fairy type. Enjoy your psychic types. No more fairy. Rest in peace, fairy type. In the TCG. You know, I was so close to not even shiny hunting today. I was literally tempted to just play Unite, but I'm like, nah, I won't do that. Okay. These Wimpod are insane. I'll have to play Unite at some point. I've been playing it a bit. It's pretty fun. Do they still have Dragon TCG? They do, but it's already like a rarely used type. Like there may be 1 or 2 cards in every set that have it, I think. Like it's not very frequent. And it definitely doesn't help that fairy type, again, doesn't exist. Motion in the ocean. Okay. Sure. I think it's safe to say there is a probably more likely than not chance that I'm not gonna get a shiny today, but that's okay. Sometimes the real shiny Wimpod were the friends we made along the way. Or something like that. That's what I'm wondering. Why are we all about lobsters all of a sudden? Because I have not done anything lobster related yet. Wrong page, I'm stupid. Again, the Clauncher hunt is not happening right now. This is a different hunt. This is not the hunt for Clauncher. What is my least favorite Pokemon? Some of you despise. Want to wipe off the face of the earth. Some loved. Tapu Lele. I can tolerate every other Pokemon, but not Tapu Lele. Dragon Lobster? Why are we... Why lobster? Why lobster? This isn't a lobster. Bug lobster. Sure. You like lobsters? Fair. I'm not even playing the right version to find lobsters. I think those are only in Sword. That's what I was saying. Like, isn't it horseshoe crab? It at least looks like one. Even if that's not what it is, it looks like a horseshoe crab. You hate Golduck? That's fair. I literally have the pace of 1 Wimpod a minute right now. This is going so much slower. But I hope it, like, has a return, you know? Like, it's slower in the start, but once I get enough KOs, it'll be easy. Wimpod Lobster. How do we know it's Wimpod? How do we know it's not like Wimpod? Or like Wimepod or WMpod? WIMPod! Maybe that's what it is. Garganackle, it's stupid Minecraft face, got that blocky build, of course it learns Explosion. Stupid, you wish you could tear its limbs off. Wow. Garganacle hate is insane. Is it Garganacle or Garganical? I don't know. I feel like I've heard it both ways, and this... See, I'm just at a point where I don't care. I'll say it however feels right in the moment, and if it's wrong, whatever. Sue me. Don't, actually. You're just about to sign the papers, too? No, don't. Let's not sue. I'm suing chat for the lobster propaganda. Chuto. That is insane autocorrect. Chuto got that crusty unibrow. Dr. Nafari. What? Chuto. I love that. Honestly, I think I might just start calling it that now. Can't wait for the Chuto hunt. It's been over. It is been over. Came and went. Came and went. Autocorrect is insane. Okay, no, Choodle is just a crab. What's next? You're gonna tell me Squirtle is a lobster? It's not a squirrel or a turtle. It's a lobster. No. Choodle's a crab. I mean, look at it. Look how crab-like it is. And see, this is a turtle. Don't get it confused. This is prime turtle. The crab chew toe. The crabs do chew on toes. Have you ever seen a crab? The Webbel is going to be such a pain to shiny hunt. Absolutely hate the hoer. The hoer. What is a hoer? I absolutely hate the Hoenn fireflies, but I also hate Espatho's first stage, like the ball with the skirt thing. Oh, Flittle. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Flittle. It's like... It's weird. Bro had turbo mode on there. What? spoken from experience. Got your schedule for school tomorrow. Good luck. Don't die. Remember to pack your lunch or not. Oh, don't run from that. That's the target. You punt flittle. It's a person I was following. I'm a demon. I turned a Lady Gaga ostrich. Wow. Lobster hate. So, hold on, let me see if I can figure this out. So, everything is a lobster, but then, like, if I went up to, like, Clauncher or something, y'all are gonna be like, that's not a lobster, what are you on about? Is that the thing? Like, everything but the lobsters are lobsters? Is that how this works? You gonna watch the new Wednesday show? Because you probably should me watch it with them. Okay. Enjoy. Horseshoe crab lobster. Bruh. What is this guy on? Does Ice Beam KO? If Ice Beam KOs, that makes my life so much easier. I'm retiring from life. Not really, but like, you gotta admit, after a performance like that, you gotta be embarrassed. This is not Scarlet and Violet. You don't get to hide in the walls. Man. A true red lobster. I will not be naming my Claunchers Red Lobster. The retirement home. Okay. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled shiny hunting. Wimp out. No! That means it doesn't count as a KO and my numbers are off. Yeah, it's time to switch Pokemon. Flapple doesn't really do much. It's a flying apple. It doesn't do much. Did you know it's called Flapple because it's an apple that flaps its wings? It's a flapping apple. A flapple. don't get it. That sucks. Took me forever to think about what I was gonna say in response to that. Okay. Wimpod, sometimes you're not that cool. I thought that was shiny for some reason. And now I'm mad. Oh, I know there's this one person in this area that, like, randomly teleports around daily, and, like, she'll do a trade offer where you can trade her the version of a Pokemon found natively in this game for a regional variant not in this game. Are those able to be shiny hunted? Because, like, I've seen people supposedly trade for a shiny, but I don't know if it's, like, a joke, if it's, like, they modded the game to do that, or if they're just straight up not locked and you can hunt them. Like, I feel like I saw someone get a Marowak once, but I don't know if that was real. I remember I was watching a video once, and it was like a compilation of shiny fails. And, like, you know, typically when you watch shiny fails, it's like, oh, that's kind of sad, you know, because you watch people fail shinies that they weren't expecting to fail. There's one I just have, like, zero sympathy for, because I watched someone shiny hunt Lycanroc and fail it because they had one Pokemon in their party and it was Centiskorch. Like, normally I'd feel bad, but that's your fault entirely. Not only did you only bring one Pokemon, but you brought one Pokemon that was 4 times weak to the type of the Pokemon you're hunting. That's just your fault. Like, I could see if you somehow, like, didn't have a Master Ball and it just happened to do a lot of damage and knock out, like, your whole team. Like, that's one thing. But, like, you cannot tell me you only had a Centiskorch by the time you were hunting Lycanroc, and that was the only thing in your party. Like, who brings a Pokemon 4 times weak to their target? And, like, even if it was left over from doing Masuda, you were soft resetting. You think you'd plan that out a bit more. Wow, that's crazy. That was so weird. That one, like, phased out of existence and back in. What is that? How exactly does one compete in that? And also, what is it? Because I don't think it does me good to know how to compete in something that I don't even know about. Dang, that did a lot of damage. What? That's not fair. You don't get to just despawn. Thumbs down. Is there a better place I can hunt this thing? Because if there is, I'm doing that. And no, Masuda is not an option. Straight up want to know if there's a better place I can hunt this thing. Let's see, it spawns here, not during that weather. It spawns here, not during that weather. Spawns here. I mean, I could do it there. I don't necessarily know if that's faster. Oh, hey. Well, you know. Oh, there's no way to mark it on the map. Boo. I just need to go down this way. Okay, so I'm here. It's not something stupid where it like spawns in the fishing spots or something, right? Or is it gonna be... Okay, no. How does this work? Is this even worth my time? I might just Masuda this. Do I even have the resources to Masuda one? I don't think so. Aw, Raichu is so cool. Okay, is there a way to get Alolan Raichu in like Scarlet and Violet as a shiny? Or do I have to like hunt it in Sun and Moon and trade it up? Because I'd love to have a shiny Alolan Raichu. I love Alolan Raichu. It's like my favorite form probably. I don't know. Alright, I want to see how it works in this area. If it's worth my time to consider hunting in here. Or is it giving name? I guess so. To a certain degree, I guess you could consider it that. Oh, double Wimpod. I feel like this being a confined space probably makes it easier to do all this. Should you search for a Sylveon outbreak? Yeah. Yeah. Do it. No! And then I encounter something random too. I don't like how quickly they despawn. Like, you spawned up against a wall and you noticed me instantly. Like, what was I supposed to do there? I didn't do anything and they started running. This game is rigged. Can I do that? Can I just move far enough for them to all despawn and then come back? Does this work? Well, I guess it just depends on if I can get the Wimpods. As long as I can get the Wimpod, then it works. And I'm nearby a Pokemon Center, so I just have to run in and out. I'm gonna be honest, the cave systems in this game were kind of boring until the DLC. Because there were 2 caves, in air quotes, in this game prior to DLC. And by cave I mean they were mines. Both Galar Mine 1 and 2. So, very original names. They were very basic, short things. And they were treated like routes. They're like a 2D area, pretty much. Not 2D as in, like, 2D, but like, you know, you don't have open world camera access. So it's nice that Crown Tundra actually had a full-on cave with like its own windy map and everything. This Wimpod's gonna irritate me, but I refuse to switch to Masuda. See, they spawn like right next to the walls. Or they notice me too early. Wish it was easier to actually encounter these. No, I did not mean to edge up closer to you. I only have 1 petal though. And like, I'm gonna be hunting a bunch of Sylveon anyways. It's not like I'm never gonna hunt them. I don't even know what that is. I don't want to sign myself up for something that I don't know about. I don't usually take shinies from people because I like having my own. Okay, that one I'm blaming on the bikes in this game because they do not work right. Gen 6 handled 3D world bikes just fine. So I don't know why this game had to go and mess it up. I don't need a shiny Meloetta though. This thing is driving me crazy. It spawns, but it doesn't matter that it spawned. Because it just notices the player way too quickly. I'm about to just give in and do Masuda. I'm giving in. I swear. Next one I see and actually battle, I'm catching. Tell me what part of me touched the Choodle. Okay, I'm getting to make the important decision now of what ball I want it in. It's not that hard of a decision. It's a white shiny with red on it. Why would I not use the Premier Ball? No way, shiny Wimpod? What? Hold on, I want to see if I can mess with this. Whoa. The game is in black and white. Unova remakes confirmed. Okay, I need to actually... Whoa. Hold on. There we go. I wanted to shift the hue. Whoa, the Wimpod doesn't really change that much until you get to like some other colors. Alright, we're gonna play like this for a bit. Okay. I don't know how much of this I've read out loud already. And I don't really know which one I've already read. That helps me none. Okay, this is empty for Masuda Ing. You exist. Oh, you're alive. I honestly didn't notice the absence, and not like a bad way. That probably sounds worse than it is. This is so cool. I'm seeing the game in the proper colors. What's it like watching in messed up colors? Okay, well, Adamant Nature Wimpod? That's crazy. Okay, what Ditto should I use? It doesn't matter. It really does not matter. Do I have Adamant? I don't think so. Whatever. Okay. Make sure I'm ready for this actually. What are my settings set to? About text speed, about give nicknames. Don't give, I can just rename. Send a box is that manual because I'm gonna do this the fun way. Alright. Masuda. What if I mess with the colors? That's weird. The text doesn't change. Crazy. I'm not even keeping up. Anything happened? Not really. I struggled enough to encounter these. I've switched to Masuda. Red Lobster happened. Good. Hopefully I can hatch something now. Oh. So, one time I was hunting Lapras in this game through Masuda method, and I realized how long it took to hatch the eggs. So, like, I had just collected the first 5 eggs, and I was like, you know what? I don't really want to hunt this. This is taking way too long to... I was like, yeah, it's taking way too long to hatch all these. I'm not doing this. And then the very first egg I hatched was shiny, so I didn't have to worry about hunting it. It took care of itself. I know Masuda method is boring, but this is boring actually. I don't even get a chance at marked Pokemon either this way, but that's how it be. That's how it be. I'll have to try KO method on something that I can actually do it on. But this should be fun. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I'm sitting around not doing the 100 special. And I think if I sit around long enough, I'm gonna miss the actual opportunity to do all that. I promise I'm still planning it. It'll happen at some point. I'm surprised that even in my, like, temporary absence, if you, like, I don't even know if it's an absence, really. Because, like, I didn't go anywhere. I just didn't do what I normally do. But, you know, like, even while I'm sitting here not necessarily doing the thing I normally do, people are still just showing up. It's great. I remember a lot of hunts I've done over here. I remember I hunted Dreepy once. I hunted Charmander. I hunted Squirtle. Those were good times. I remember doing the Masuda because at the time it was basically the most reliable way to get the boosted odds. I can do that virtually if that helps. I don't think I can physically do it in real life, but they do. They really do. You know, I was worried going into the game that they were going to give them terrible shinies. I'm so glad they decided to actually give them good shinies. And I didn't even get to replace the last egg. For real, I thought they would do something like that. Like, just... I'm so glad they gave them the shinies they deserved. I'm gonna hatch 3 whole eggs. Yep. Honestly, I'm not too upset because it's not like it actually matters as long as I have at least 1 egg that's in the process of being hatched. For real, for real. Who is managing Pokemon social media accounts? Like, they did the whole live Wo-Chien meme, but they did that with the shiny, so it's like live shiny Wo-Chien reaction. And now they're putting live Chien-Pao reaction. Oh my gosh, who is managing this account? It better just be some dude in his 20s. Like, how does someone get put in charge of that? Are they just like, whoever is the most up to date with the current internet trends needs to be doing this? It does. Wo-Chien. don't really like Chien-Pao Shiny. I've kind of warmed up to it. I definitely prefer the non-shiny over it. But like, you know, I definitely don't like it, but like, I'm okay with it. It could have been better, but it could have been worse. Yellow snow. Oh my gosh. Please tell me it's lemon. Just lemon flavored snow. I mean, I think Chien-Pao might taste good. Like, I'm sure if you cooked it right, it could. I mean, it would taste like any other kind of meat, wouldn't it? It's mango flavor and pineapple. Interesting. Oh, of course, the second I close the menu. I don't even know what it is. Why would I? No, I've already let that happen. I'm not doing that anymore. I decide my own fate until I don't want to do it anymore, and then I guess whatever. Aloha. That reminds me of Alola, the region I wish I could be visiting right now. Unfortunately, I'm not in Alola because my 3DS does not have a capture card and I'm not paying for one. Because there's like, what, one guy that actually does that? Like, no offense to that guy, but I do not have the funds to pay for a capture card that I will barely use. I wouldn't barely use it, but like, you know, like I don't hunt the 3DS games as often as I'd like to. At least not during this. Like, if it's on my own time, totally. But like, I just wouldn't get enough use out of it right now. Maybe. Maybe. I just don't know what it is. I'm not letting people sign me up for something when I have no idea what I'm being signed up for. I love Alola though. It's like my second favorite region. If you win, just consider yourself the biggest winner of all time of humanity. Why? I still don't know why. What? I'm so confused. It's whatever. Oh, look at the Wimpod. Look at the little Wimpod. Now look at the big Wimpod. Okay. I'm trusting you. You got Pokemon Unite and played it? Nice. I have Unite download. I'm just not like actively playing it right now because, well, I'm shiny hunting. I was almost gonna do Unite today, but I was like, nah. Maybe if like the Wimpod magically decides to be shiny really early. I don't know how early can be, because I don't even know how long it takes to hatch 512 eggs. But Yeah, I guess if I get Wimpod early enough, then maybe I'll play some Unite. I don't know. I don't know much about Unite. I just have Sylveon and play. 5 to 6 years of winning, you think? What? I don't think I will, no. You know what I will do? Get a shiny Wimpod. Because, think about it, okay? Shiny Wimpod equals happy. Happy equals not sad. Not sad equals happy. And of course, happy equals Wimpod. Now, as we've already stated, Wimpod equals happy. You know what else equals happy? Sylveon. Sylveon is in Pokemon Unite. Therefore, shiny Wimpod means happy, means Sylveon, which means Pokemon Unite. I promise. Let me cook. So I think the real thing we have to consider is that the protein item is pretty good if you're using it on a physical attacker. It's not so good if you're using it on a special attacker though. It's still good, it just doesn't do as much good for you because you're boosting a stat you don't use. But I mean, hey, you know what? That's why Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are pretty good games. Because you know, nothing really beats how the cutscenes in that game play out. Because, I mean, think about it. The Alola region has so much to explore. And it's really amazing getting to experience France for the first time. So, all in all, that's why I think Digimon is the best movie series ever. And I guess Pokemon's pretty cool too. But, like, I don't know. I'd have to give it like 3 squares out of 10 triangles because, I mean, it's good and it hits all the points, but it sometimes goes a bit above and beyond, you know? So, I mean, that's just my thoughts on the current state of Pokemon politics. I'm just saying nonsense. It's Wimpod. It's the Wimpod. Oh, I was hoping it would, like, connect. Darn. Oh, well. You main Decidueye? I think the game either gave me a free license at the start or something. I don't remember, but I got Decidueye, like, the second I started the game. And I was like, I can't wait to use Decidueye. I love Decidueye so much. And then I, like, instantly got enough money to buy the Sylveon license. I'm like, well. And then the game has, like, the 3-day trial licenses. And I got one for Sylveon. I'm like, bruh, I already paid in-game money for Sylveon to get the full license. Fortunately, it does just convert over to tickets. I like looked through the list of all the Pokemon currently in the game because I wanted to see which ones I'd consider, because Sylveon is my main, even though I don't really know all the technical stuff for how to properly play the game. Like, I've been playing as Sylveon, but, like, I'm afraid somehow someone's gonna steal Sylveon or something, or Sylveon just isn't gonna be good for the synergy, and I'm gonna have to learn another character. Okay, are these Wimpod related to you by any chance? Because if so, I was wondering if you could perhaps influence them to have the shiny gene. I remember being so mad when I actually learned how shiny hunting worked through breeding. Because I had a shiny that I was traded one time. And I was like, man, I really want another one of this shiny. So I decided to breed it, and I'm like, yeah, because this one's shiny, so it's going to pass down the shiny gene and make all its offspring shiny. And I was like, why isn't this one shiny when I hatched it? And then I learned the hard way, that's not at all how you hunt shinies through hatching. I really want to get, like, Darkrai. Legend ZA. It depends. I'm still not sure how close to day one, if at all, I'm getting it. But, like, if I get it, I'll totally do that. Because that's about the only way I can really stay free of spoilers or whatever. I mean, I don't care too much about sport, but I mean, like, story stuff, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But there's also, like, just as much chance that I just don't do anything with it and keep it all on my own time. On Sunday? Nice. I need to see a list again of all the Pokemon that are in Unite. I remember there was another Pokemon I was, like, really excited to get. Hold on. Okay, a tier list. Oh, this isn't even a tier list. It's just sorted by what generation they're from. This is not up to date at all. None of these are up to date. Why can I not find, like, just an actual list of all the Pokemon in the game? Okay, Unite official website. Ceruledge is one I'd be interested in. I don't know how good Ceruledge is, but I'd like to see. Gardevoir, I need to see how that plays. Alolan Ninetales, I remember being kind of a fan of. Oh, Ho-Oh and Suicune as well. And Alolan Raichu. You know what? I just need to test a bunch, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford all of them. But I guess that's fair, because it gives me at least a bit of time to play around with them before I'm able to get the next one. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I do have all my eggs. I forgot if I had already replaced or had more hatched than I didn't. There's one on the top right of the screen. I see that. Whoa. Oh, whoa. That is not what I grabbed. I mean, oh, never mind. My bad. My bad. I messed that up completely. My fault. Guaranteed get because shiny is also red. Okay. We'll see. I'm at 106. I may not even go all the way for a shiny. I may, because I kind of do want to play Unite, not gonna lie. I've been trying them. The first one did decent. Then after that, they kind of didn't. Whoa, whoa, shiny Wimpod. No way. Oh my gosh. It happened. Shiny Wimpod. No way. No way. Aww. Darn. My bad. I thought I had it. Yeah, the Meryl one did insanely well for no reason. But then after that, they fell off. And I'm like, well, I had my fun. I'm a one-hit wonder. Unless they're just not hitting the right people, but even then, whatever. Why are we talking about low taper fade? What? No. All good. All good. Okay, thoughts on playing Unite, because I'd be down to play some rounds of that. I could use the Unite in my life. We could. So, how does Unite work? Does it have like its own friend system separate? It would have to, right? Because like some people play on mobile. I mean, I'm sure you can probably add friends through the Switch if you have friends that play, but I assume it has its own friend system. Okay. I don't think I added to the counter, did I? No, I did not. Who wants to see me do a speed run real quick? Wait, hold on. Can I even change that? I should probably think this through. I don't think I can speed run this. Never mind. Sorry, no speed run. Wait. Yeah, no speed run. Wait. Yes, speed run. Wait. Yes, speed run. Let's go. Dang. I hate when I search one other thing related to a topic, so then autofill wants me to autofill. And then it's like showing me stuff that wasn't actually what I wanted to search just because the first words I typed related to something I already searched. Okay, whatever. So then I just raise that up. Then I drag this over. Okay. But then, okay, really? Alright, and then I need to do this because this isn't the most important thing. Or that's what I thought it was. Whatever. Okay, stop. Didn't really do much. Whatever. And then need an image of you. Come here, my precious. Toss you. Okay, stop moving that. That's not what I'm clicking on. And if you move that again, I'm going to riot. I don't know. Okay, this part is where I get a bit annoyed because it is not doing what I wanted it to. There we go. Okay, and then I gotta go back here. There's no timer for this speed run. I don't know why I'm so tense about a speed run. It's a speed run, but it's not like I'm going for any world records or anything. Why does this not exist? That, yes, thank you. That is exactly what I was looking for. You know what, screw it. I'm just using this one. Low quality, low effort, whatever. Don't really care. This is probably going to be the worst thing in history of histories, but whatever. I'll make a better one next time. I'm just speed running. Okay. Did I save? Alright. Let me switch things over on console. There we go. Enjoy. Enjoy full screen Unite for the next like 10 seconds until it's not Unite anymore. I don't know. I don't know anything about this Latios event. I just want Latios. Thanks, I didn't really want that. Thanks, I didn't really want that. Thanks, I didn't really want that. 5 hours and 9 minutes? No way. Okay. Why is my screen so cluttered? What is expiring? Cool. Friend of how does this game work? I'm genuinely confused. Why is there so much stuff on my screen? Like, why is there genuinely so much stuff on my screen? I do not know what I'm supposed to click on. Like, I know what I'm supposed to click on, but like, why is there so much? You know? Alchemy is in this game? I forget about that. That's crazy. Okay, I could technically, reasonably be able to afford some of these pretty soon. Because some are like 6,000. Oh, I already own Ninetales. What? Oh no, Wigglytuff is in this game. Okay, why is there so much stuff on my screen? That's what I was gonna say. I said that already though, but like, see how cluttered this is? I can't even see Sylveon. Like, thanks. I did not need you to point all that out. What? Why does Casual have... Why is what good is pointing to? Why does Casual have the red dot? What's that all about? This game makes no sense sometimes. I've done Casual. Leave me alone. Thank you. I don't care about quick battles. How do I do this? What are we doing? I don't know how to do Pokemon Unite stuff. I'm gonna be honest. Custom battle to invite people. Okay. I'm losing my mind over Unite right now. I need to add friends. Okay, how do I do that? Is there a way I can just flash my friend code? Do we have friend codes in this game, or is that what the little thing there is? The R1QRXF? Or is that like gonna dox me? Sent friend request. Alright. I'm trusting you with all my future endeavors. Because I sure don't know what I'm doing. Alright, and then custom battle. How do I do this? Okay, so if I start here, does it just fill all the other slots? I would assume so, otherwise I don't know what we'd be doing, unless it's against computers. With computers, okay. It's whatever. Battle prep, edit. I need X speed, apparently. I don't know what the paths are for this. I don't know what path Sylveon takes. The game usually auto recommends me to go top, so I assume that's what Sylveon does. Unless I'm insanely wrong. We need people on another team. So are we playing against nobody right now? Oh, yeah, we are just playing against nobody. Is there a way I can... We have to wait. This is Unite. Well, I guess this can be our practice round. 1v1 unless I can get more people in. May the best uniter win. I'm so confused. I've seen people use Hyper Voice, but like instead of the really wide angle, it's really narrow, and I don't know how they get it to do that. I don't know if that was because the video was like before a patch or whatever that like buffed the move to give it more spread, or if they're doing something specific that like has that as some kind of trade-off or something. Like it gets more range, but it doesn't have as much spread. I don't know. There's not much fun to this when there's no other team. Like, wow. I'm playing Unite without any restrictions. That is mean. What a goal. Do a 1v1. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do after this. I guess this is just a practice round right now. Unless there's a setting I can do to autofill, I don't know. You're being ambushed. Sounds like an issue, not an issue me. Not gonna lie. Okay, I'm coming. I'm not that evil. Why is moving so slow? Oh, I have a X speed. I can autofill by selecting the spot. Oh. What? I definitely do not get calls. What? Whoa, we have a huge lead? Against who? The Void? No, we didn't. I just felt like Unite right now. I also have to rethink the Wimpod hunt because it kind of fell through with encounters and I don't feel like doing Masuda right now. I think the first one's kind of better. I just changed the name and thumbnail. I did not make a different stream. Trust me, I do not have the performance to do that. I just do stuff as I please. It's whatever, you know? It's not like it matters too much what I do. People watch, they watch. That's my logic, at least. What? I'm so confused. And honestly, I don't know if I want answers or not. Man, this other team sucks. They haven't done anything the whole game. Why are we talking about Red Lobster? This is not sponsored in any way, by the way. Red Lobster is just the topic. Oh, I thought I knocked that out. What? You know, I'm pretty sure technically I could have forfeited the match by now, but this is kind of fun. So I'm not going to be doing that. I love Sylveon. Of course I'm Sylveon. We have a huge lead? No way. Never would have figured that one out. Wait until the last minute to put in the surrender. I don't think we can win. I'm not gonna lie. The other teams have been putting up a pretty tough fight, you know? They put up a pretty tough fight, so... I don't know, it's gonna be close. Yay! I'll probably go back to it some other time. Just because I need to rethink how I'm doing that. Okay. Can I fill this with... Oh. Well, that's one way to do that. First to 500? What are the different stages? I don't play this game enough. Like, what is Electrode Volleyball? You don't like the volleyball game mode? Okay. Does it matter what stage I pick? That's a great question. Oh, that's how you do that. Alright. Unless someone else wants to join, then I think I could probably remove. I'll remove a few just in case. I don't know if anyone plans to join. I'll fill the room with computers, don't worry. Still not fully fair because it's still 2 humans versus 1. It's just less complicated. I don't know, does anyone else plan to join? If not, I'll just go ahead and start. Snorlax is now we have Snorlax, it is in Chuto. Yeah. We love autocorrect. I'll go ahead and do a game real quick, just to do a game. I don't know how the NPCs are gonna play. I should look into the Hollowware, see if there's anything good. What path is Sylveon supposed to take? I need to look into this. Yeah, I look online and there's no information for me. That's great. I can't really speedrun a guide, so I'm just going with the fact that the game has always defaulted me to going top, so I'm gonna go top. That probably sounds wrong. Whatever. Bruh. Of course the thing runs out of my range the second I use a move. You have to go. All good. Oh, dang. You know, something I'm realizing, I've never been on the orange team, which I assume means that regardless of what team you're on or whatever, you'll always be purple for yourself. Which would mean they'd have to, like, mirror the gameplay entirely. Because unless I'm just insanely lucky and have yet to see myself on the orange team. But, like, that is weird then, because if both teams see themselves as purple, then, like, wouldn't that mean the entire game is mirrored for each team? Oh, maybe if I read the room. I am so close to dying. I do not want to be in combat right now. Yep, that's exactly why I wanted to stay out of combat. I don't think I've even scored a goal yet. Hello. How's it going? Bruh. I am underleveled right now. I need to get levels fast. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna target you then. If you're... Okay, the game is, though. I did not tell it to do that. Bonk. Fave Reggie? Ice. You like ramen? Nice. I do too. I need to eat at some point, but I'm lazy. And eating takes time, effort, energy, all of the above. I wasted so much of my attacking abilities there because I was going back and forth between who I was actually supposed to attack. Hey, Regice. No, Sylveon, why would you think I aimed there? They acted like they were gonna take those orbs and they just didn't. Yes, give me your orbs. Lunch ramen, nice. Crafty Crafter, hello. Weklum. I love saying Weklum. That's so much more fun than saying welcome. Dinner something. Coward. Imagine running back inside your own base. Oh yeah. This is great. Spawn camping is fun. I think this is just casual. I mean, I'm literally, most of the people playing right now are just computers. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't done ranked, so I doubt this is. Especially since it is just like a custom lobby or whatever. Oh, I don't get to play anymore. I'm done. Sweet. There is Dugtrio. It's cool. Which means Dugtrio probably won't be available ever as a playable character. Unfortunately, I love Dugtrio. How did an NPC get the most points? What? Banana? Am I gonna have to like delete? Okay, no. I guess they auto delete themselves. So I guess if anyone wants to join, feel free to. Of course, feel free to. It's not like we have a full group. Hello, welcome. How's it going? Good to see you back. I guess, I don't know. That'd be insane if we were full. You know, I'm starting to think... Hold on. Wait. Probably makes more sense to start by filling up. So that way it's not turning people against each other yet. Oops. Yeah, I don't see a point in splitting up teams if it doesn't really matter. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'll hopefully be doing more Unite at some point. This is something I've wanted to start doing, just as a second thing. I don't know how often I do it though. I don't play Unite that much. It's just a little fun thing to do. Domain expansion, Malevolent Kitchen. Okay. Good to know. I was wanting to snack on something, but I don't really have stuff to snack on. I'll save all snacks till the end. I don't know. Alright, I'll add should we do 5v5 or 3v3? Well, if it's only 3 people, I probably should change the stage to a 3v3 then, right? 5v3. Are there any 3v3? Yeah. How does 3 versus 3 work? I guess the same. I don't know. Ooh, I like this map. I'm picking it because I can do whatever. Ooh. we have another person. Welcome to the lobby. I guess I'll just fill it up and start. Yeah, that's all I really care about, is the fun. We'll do a 4v4, this will be fun. I haven't done 4v4s in a while, I don't know how they work. I assume they're the same thing, just a smaller scale because less people. Oh wait, there's messages. I'll hinder him. No, I won't. When are they gonna add shinies to this game? Like, I don't know, 1 in 2 chance that you spawn as the shiny variant. They could just do Hollowware for that or something, right? You're also gonna top 46 Mamoswine. Oh, I misread that. I thought you said you were going to top 46 Mamoswine. I'm like, what? You are top 46 Mamoswine. That's nice. I know like nothing about this game. I pretty much just started playing it. What are the purples? What? I don't know. I'll figure this game out. There's Snom. There is indeed Snom. I love Snom and Frostmoth. I don't know why I use that. I am incredibly slow. Mentally. And physically. And just about any other suffix ending in the letter Y. What? Suffix ending in the letter Y? See? Does that prove how slow I am? Any other adjective ending in the letter Y? I don't know. You get the point. I'm slow. There's nothing I can do about it. All 1 point. You're on fire. Because people don't like Snom and Frostmoth, I guess. It's kind of sad. I think they're amazing. And I cannot wait to shiny hunt them. Why is the Blissey just sitting there? See something in the corner of your eye? I mean, sometimes, but it's usually just my hair. Oh, I was gonna try to score one more goal, man. Boom. Big dub. To be fair, there was like no competition. Yeah, that was close. I almost thought we were gonna lose. Two v two? Okay. I kind of rushed into that instead of waiting to see if anyone else would join. My bad. What if I just, like, jokingly was like, all-rounder needed? Like, thanks for nothing. I'm kidding. I don't know enough about this game to know what's needed and what's not. All-rounder needed. Boo-doo, 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 boo-doo. Hello. Welcome. This map is pretty. I like wintry stuff. I think I remember playing when this was like added, because I did used to play this game more. What? This game is insane. we are struggling to keep up, and I have no idea how to play this game, so I genuinely don't know what I need to do. Why is it aimed that way? Why is it aimed? No, quit. Why does the game do this to me? It's like, yeah, I know you want to do this one thing. Let's do something different. Because you don't know what you want. We know what you want. Like, thanks. I literally have not been able to leave base by choice or not. This is insane. Like, even the times I choose to, I'm not able to. I'm just forced back in. I want to learn how to play this game, but I don't have the energy or the care to actually learn how to play this game. Oh. Okay. I guess it didn't like my idea of what I wanted to do. Yes, totally. Well, that didn't go as expected. There's just no winning this. There's no way. It doesn't help that I have no idea how to even play this game to begin with. So, like, I don't even know how to try to not lose. And again, I just don't care enough about this game to actually learn how to play it. I don't know, it depends on what kind of stuff you want to do. All 10 goals. I know, it's impressive. And I scored 0 of them. I have no idea how to play this game, so... And again, it just takes too much time out of what little time I have to do other stuff. So I'm just never going to actually put in time to learn this. When popular. I'm not doing ranked right now because, I mean, I don't even play well enough to play well normally. So ranked just would not be great. I don't know how well I would learn. I feel like I'm just gonna get thrown in with people that are way better, then I don't even get a chance to learn because they just know how to play the game better. See, I would, but again, I just don't have that much time to do something like that. So then, like, what little time I have, I'm already putting into other stuff. So, like, I just play this whenever I'm in the mood to play it. I don't really care too much about learning it. This isn't necessarily my definition of fun. I just do it when I'm bored. I don't watch any anime. I'm weird. I mean, I watched Pokemon at some point, but that's about it. 3v1? Do you want to do that? Yes, okay. Here we go. 3v1. I don't have time to watch cutscenes. I need to check out Hollowware and just see. What Sylveon has. Because, I mean, I've never got Hollowware before, but I'd like to see if there's anything good for Sylveon. Why'd the sound effect get cut off? love the Wo-Chien thumbnail. It's so funny. I don't know what I'm doing when I make half of them. I just make something to say I have something. They're not always amazing. So, if they end up being funny, then they end up being funny, you know? Now, game, what gave you the impression I wanted that to be the message sent? Dragonite do got big damage. No, I couldn't make it in time. Bruh. Favorite animal, I would say Wimpod. Nice. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'll be honest. I was expecting way bigger of a loss. It is an isopod, yes. What? Nintendo eShop communication error. You may not be able to claim or purchase Aeos gems. Please restart the game. No. Bold of you to assume I was going to do that in the first place. I'm not giving you money. Alright, I'll probably do like one more because I am getting hungry. And feel like eating. So probably will do. I can do one more after this, yeah. No problems. I it's not like I have to do anything. I can do another after this. I don't know, there might be people who don't. Oh. The Tale of Two Decadui. I want to try learning a different move from the beginning. Why is the game freaking out over which way to actually send my character? Haha, it is I, Grunty Boy! Wait, no. I tried my best to run, but that freezing just completely stopped me. I don't know what to do in situations like that either, so I just accept there's nothing I can do. Why does it feel like there's like more distance between the spawn point and actually getting to where the battling is than there is actual space to battle on? You're at level 4. What? We're cooked. We're cooked. We are playing against a literal pro. I am like the lowest. Now my skill level is probably lower than whatever the lowest achievable is. So I'm just destined to lose. And I think I just have to accept that. Dang it. I can't even leave the base to score a goal if I wanted to. All the ads now are AI. Yeah. That happens. No, why does it do that? Who told it to do that? Normally it like auto aims to the person who I'm supposed to be attacking. But then that time it just flipped it. Like, yeah. You totally intended to attack someone that's not there. Did we even score a single? Nope. Not even a single goal. I'm starting to see why there might be a reason I don't like playing these games that much, and I only really do it occasionally for fun. Maybe because it's like, you basically have to know what you're doing or have time to practice. I have neither, so I'm just destined to not actually be good at the game. And like, at this point, the amount of time and effort it would take to learn the game just isn't worth it for me. But that's always been my thing. I'm just bad at games in general. How to join? I actually have no idea. You gotta go. All good. Alrighty, is anyone else joining? I'll give it another like minute or two. Admin, I have no idea what that is. What is admin? What? Why would, what? What is the point of that? What does that do? Welcome back. Spectating? Oh. Knowing me, I could spectate the game and still find a way to do terribly at it. Is that for like tournaments and stuff? Is that the point of that? I don't know. I'll start. This will be the last one because I'm hungry. And I think I do need to eat at some point. No, I did not get the Wimpod. I just felt like switching games. I don't know when I'll be hunting Wimpod again. It'll probably go a lot easier next time because I actually have it planned out to do well from the beginning. I originally was doing the encounters. I switched over to Masuda. It just makes more sense for the kind of hunt. That's cool. No matter which way you look at that, it's like an angry face. Alright, last game. Am I actually gonna do well? The answer is no. Why'd like half of those miss? Oh, of course that move waits to actually get used. I haven't seen any lobster in a while, but I don't know if that necessarily means anything. What? No! What? You gotta go again? All good. It's a close battle. What does it mean it's a close battle? Darn. See, by the time I commit to a plan, it ends up getting foiled because something that happens and it just is like, yeah, we're gonna force you this way. Like, thanks. That's not where I wanted to go, but I guess if you think that's where I wanted to go, then that must be where I wanted to go. Because again, the game knows better than me, you know? And like, I appreciate the aim assist, but I don't like when it overpowers your own inputs. Like, if I'm sitting there not trying to fight it and it wants to aim assist me into my target, that's great. But if I am actively holding a completely different input than what it wants me to do, then don't override me. I was about to try to score right there. I'm like, Wonder why the game would have been so easy to just score. Yeah. I got to use like 0 of that move. What is grass? You want to know what ground and water is? I don't know. I've never heard of grass before. Well, we don't play quick matches. No, me neither. I think I'm actively getting worse at the game. Alright, well, I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to take care of myself and eat food. Maybe. So yeah. I don't know. It was fun. I don't know if I'm going to play Unite again. Maybe. I don't know. Definitely won't be any better at it, though. Anyways, I don't really know how to, like, end this or anything, so goodbye, I guess.